Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Diva Dads episode 44. David Manuel said he couldn't hear us, so I fixed that. I'm wondering if he can hear us now. Let's hope so. I'm Dana Martin.
And I'm Mike Kilgore.
And what I was saying while I was so rudely muted myself is that I've seen more of Mike in the last 2 weeks than I've seen of him or talked with him in the last 8 months. And yeah, I know in the last 8 months we had a lot of Diva Dad shows, but if you watch the show, you know he doesn't talk much anyway. So our interactions have been so much more frequently because there's so much going on at TTC right now. We can't really talk a lot about it, but we can be vague and get everyone's suspicions up. So take it away, Mike.
Try your best not to give anything. Well, I think we're safe enough at least to say that we are planning a beautiful 2022 season. Now, stay tuned because we got a lot more 2021 coming up for sure. Make sure you go to the theater Facebook page to like us. You'll also start getting our stage notes. That stage notes is information about what's happening at TTC, stuff you can be a part of, shows, auditions.
Recording in progress.
And we're meeting in progress now.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't record either. Dobby's gonna yell. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. I got it. And so you can follow all that stuff, and then you can, through stage notes, purchase tickets, come to auditions if you want to audition for a show, anything like that. So definitely 2021, but we are planning a beautiful 2022. I know our executive director, Adrian, she's got some awesome things that are lined up and scheduled. Dana and myself, we're spearheading the preview party. We've got a great committee of non-board members, just people part of TTC, past presidents, marketing gurus. I think you are going to like what we have in store. So it's not a save the date yet, but be on the lookout for announcement of preview party. We want you there, and we want you to be a part of TTC as we're coming back. So
absolutely, it's real exciting getting to be a part of the process of getting things back together when we've been away for a while. Our little mini second piece of the season right now, Willy Wonka, is about to go up, or is in the process of going up. Is that next week? Is opening weekend, I think.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday, next Friday. So how awesome is that? We're gonna have Willy Wonka Jr., but junior show, but full of all ages on stage, just like we did with James and the Giant Peach. So real excited about what's going on with that. And of course, Rodney, he's got kids in the show and he's building a set, and so he's late. And I won't give him grief because he's very busy, and I'm surprised he was willing to jump on tonight and do a show. But he will be on very soon. We also have a special guest here in a little bit, new to our board, and we're real excited. And we'll meet and talk with him a little bit. Gosh, I forgot to reach out to my work has just been nuts. I have not had an opportunity to reach out to Jennifer today to get a fun fact and to think of what it was called. However, hopefully she'll listen and she'll jump in a bit, or if she doesn't jump in, we'll catch her hopefully in after dark if we do that. So
we can create a fun fact if worst case scenario.
Yeah. Okay, Rodney, what's the fun fact?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it.
Something wrong with the flash.
There we go. What's up, guys?
What's the fun fact for today, Rodney?
Heck, I don't know. I ain't got no facts.
Make one up.
Oh. My fact is it's time for a cocktail.
Hey, awesome. All right. Well, we can do cocktail straight away. I'm down with that.
That was like a mic drop. Just
I just blew everybody out in radio land, or wait, this is a radio, this is whatever land, streaming land, with the background music for your weekly cocktail.
Nice.
Is he
Uh-oh.
broken? He's got like there's a scratch on the Rodney CD.
Remix Rodney.
Oh, and by the way, Dobson is not just bailing on it. He's really busy. That is a thing. Like something's broken. What is happening? I can't hear you, Rodney. You're just saying nice. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute him. I can't hear him. Hold on, brother. Okay.
What would have been crazy though, Dana, is instead of saying nice, if he would have said that's crazy, everybody would have blown their top. Like, that's crazy. And then bam, 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 bam.
Okay, I muted you. If you can hear me, Rodney, I muted you because it was going nice. But I cannot unmute you. You have to unmute you. Yeah, lick your fingers. That's awesome. If it's still saying nice, you're... I hate to do this to you, Rod, but you have to log off. This is fantastic.
Who's enjoying it?
I don't know. Oh, what a night. Late December, back in 63. All right. If you know the lyrics, what was that? What was I just quoting? What lyrics? What song? It's still doing it. What is wrong with you? Change your mic input and then change it back.
I figured I'd just give the crowd.
It just went away.
All right, I'm gonna try and go back to my regular mic and see.
Oh my god.
There's like Imogen Heap here. I don't know what you got going.
All right, is it gone?
That's good. It's
Is it gone?
It's gone. Oh man, my face is.
So I don't know. There's something squirrely with my my microphone.
All right.
But it's all good.
Get it.
So we're going to make a smash. So I peeled and cut up a couple of pieces of peach and put them in my cocktail shaker. And then you're gonna need some mint, about 7 leaves. So.
Whoa, you're not muddling it? You're just throwing it in there?
I'm muddling it.
Oh.
I'm just not ready to muddle yet because I gotta peel off the leaves.
Patience, Dennis.
Gosh. Seriously. All right, so I've got my mint and my peach in there, and then I'm going to put in. I made some peach syrup, so I'm gonna put an ounce of peach syrup in there.
How do you make the peach syrup?
So I took a peach and I smashed it up in a pot. I added a quarter or a third of a cup of water and a cup of sugar. And so yeah, and then you just cook that until the sugar dissolves, and yeah, you have simple syrup. Well, you have peach flavored simple syrup. So muddling those 3 ingredients together, and then I'm going to add some ice cubes.
I'm waiting for when Miller High Life gets poured in there. That's...
Yeah, the High Life is for later.
Oh, gotcha. Ooh, Gentleman Jack, you're splurging.
Well, am I? I don't know.
Yeah, no, not really.
He's too bougie.
So 2 ounces of Gentleman Jack in there. My ratios are probably a little off, but that's all right.
It's Thursday. It's all good.
It's Thursday. Let's see if this will work, because I didn't bring my other sticker. Shake it up. All right, and then you're going to fill your glass with crushed ice, because a whiskey smash always has crushed ice. Smells really good.
How'd you crush your ice?
With the, the thing in the refrigerator.
Oh, were you
Is it fancy like that?
Ah, I got you.
Wasn't that Sonic crush ice?
Ooh, that's a nice pour, sir. Oh, look, yep. The presentation and the pour.
All right. And then you're supposed to put more crushed ice on the top so that it mounds up like that. Put your straw in. Man,
Is it good?
It's just like, it's like summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, this is definitely a summertime drink.
When you had the peach and you had the mint, I was a little concerned. But
No, it's actually really good. Most a traditional whiskey smash is made with lemon juice. You muddle a lemon with mint and stuff, but that's really tasty, quite tasty.
awesome.
I'm slowly realizing that since Rodney is a teacher, he's got about 3 months, well, probably not quite 3 because of planning, but if he hustled in Vegas, he'd probably make like 50 grand bartending 2 months straight. I kid you not. Like, he's getting so good at this, and it's like making me jealous now. So anyway.
Well, it is become a little bit of a passion. I have usually my liquor cabinet, before we started doing this show, my liquor cabinet was non-existent. Like, I didn't really, I was kind of a craft beer guy, but I haven't even really been drinking my craft beer. If I drink beer, I just get something cheap to, fill me up.
Yep. So we just had our guest. Thank you, Rodney. We just had our guest join, Thomas Hall. Thomas, if you can hear us, we cannot see video. I don't know if you're planning on video, but we cannot see video. If you're not planning on video, that's okay. We can't hear you either.
Uh-oh. Nice.
I can't wait to watch that back.
Oh my goodness, yes. And
I
David
couldn't hear
Manuel just nice. ... Hey, there he is, Thomas Hall.
Oh, there he is.
So I'll let Mike Kilgore introduce you, Thomas, if you would oblige him.
All right.
Fortunately, yes, I guess I have to.
I guess I have the pleasure of doing it. But no, folks, this is Thomas Hall, a very good friend of mine, friends for a few years now, actually. We met a few years ago.
Seems like eternity.
Yeah, seems like eternity. Sometimes with you, yeah, But no, anyway, Thomas has graciously agreed to come on the board of directors as our treasurer. Our other treasurer, who just absolutely amazing, Susan Hardy, got us through COVID-19, has been on the board. She's had some things in her life with moving and moving back and grandkids and just things like that. And so as she was transitioning out, Thomas Hall graciously accepted. So Thomas, thank you and welcome.
Well, thank you.
Thomas.
You should feel lucky being on Diva Dads.
Yeah, yeah. There are folks that have waited a year and still are not on the Diva Dad show.
Oh wow!
And we make them hold out. So I'm Dana Martin. I'm on the board as well. I think you were on the meeting, were you not, the other day? Yes. So
yes.
Yeah. And Rodney. Hi.
No, Rodney.
This is the first time I've actually seen you. I don't know. Do you know Rodney?
Yes.
Like prior to this?
Prior to this.
What?
We've had a beverage or two.
Oh,
that's right.
Is that right?
That's cool.
Very cool.
Well, Mike can't remember it. I think the last time Rodney had his dog and we were at World of Beer.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was
yeah, you're just making it up now, Mike.
Yeah, that was the oh yeah, like yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the day that Mike and Daniela had been like it was like a day of drinking. And by the time we met up at World of Beer, Mike was we were this close to Mike sponsoring everybody a new tattoo.
Yes.
Let's go right across the street and get tattoos. And I was like, all right, let's go. And
Boy.
I don't know, something happened. Daniela drug him out of there or something. I didn't get a free tattoo.
No, actually, they went over there. The rest of the story is they went there, and there was a 2-hour wait. And
Uh,
Mike, being the extremely patient self he is, said, "No, I'm not going to wait." And they went on pursuit of trying to find a tattoo shop that night, and they never found one that would take him walking in.
I think
Yeah.
Daniela just drove him around like a toddler till he fell asleep.
Pretty much. Yeah, everyone used to call it the full mic, and like the full Monty, the full mic, and full mic has not been present for years, so yes, full mic is no longer allowed.
Well, Thomas, we are glad that you've joined the board, and we are glad that you've joined us here tonight on Diva Dads. So we'd like to learn a little bit more about you. Why would you accept being a part of the theater company's board of directors?
Well, I mean, it was Mike. He kept harassing me for the last 3 months. So Mike reached out. I think at the time, the theater was in need of someone to take over as treasurer because you guys were applying for the Shuttered Venues grant, and Susan wanted to vacate, but Susan was gracious enough to hang on. But I think Mike reached out in April, and I said I would consider it, and then I think it was it the end of June that they reached out again and said, "Hey, are you still interested after 3 months?" So, I mean, why I was interested, I mean, the first time I went to a performance was Mamma Mia.
Oh,
And it was because of Mike. Mike was like, here. He's like, here's some tickets. Well, he was working another angle because he got me to do I was an advertiser for that following season. So we did Mamma Mia, and I took my wife, and well, at first when you come in, we were like, well, we don't know about this, but as soon as you guys started singing, I was like, it was a great production. So yeah, I was an advertiser for a year, and I took advantage of being able to change my ads customizing my ads per show.
mm-hmm.
So
Very cool.
and then of course Rocky Horror.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
You probably don't recognize me because I was dressed for Rocky Horror
Good for
Oh.
you.
inappropriately.
I'm looking.
And then I went to Who's Holiday. I was
Oh.
dressed as Santa Claus for Who's Holiday.
Fantastic.
Did you get called up on the stage?
No, I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, it's something definitely I'll always remember.
The stage is for you three, not me.
Oh. Well, so you go back a while with Mike. How did you guys meet?
He and I both own, well, he still does, insurance agencies, and I just reached out and said, hey, let's have coffee. And the first time he quote unquote was sick that day. He didn't text me till 10 minutes after he should have been there. And I was like, this guy's a flake. But he actually showed up the next time. But he still is a flake, but I like him. He's a lovable flake.
Yeah, this does not surprise me where you're going with
No,
this. Not at all.
not at all.
Oh, this is terrible.
It's fantastic.
Nobody knew it was going to be grilling Mike. Roast Mike.
Roast Mike Day. Heck yeah. So do you have any theater experience or stage
not.
experience or anything? No? Just a love for it?
Well, according to my mother, she's bringing out my, she shows me pictures from time to time of times that I was forced to. I grew up in rural Alabama. And so, we attended a Southern Baptist church of like 120 people. And if you're reliable, you get to be voluntold into everything.
Yep.
So, I mean, do I have experience? Yes, but I don't. It's not my thing. I enjoy people that enjoy it and do it well, but I don't want to be on the stage.
So I'll just interject because I want you to keep going on about yourself. But after you said Southern Baptist, I just wanted to show this. This is Rocky Horror right here.
Oh, fantastic.
Sorry.
In
Yeah,
the teal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how long it took my wife to find heels that would fit a size 12 foot.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I had to wear heels on stage, and I had a size 14. So the guy that was Frankenfurter, I was like, hey, I need to borrow your heels for my scene. He's sure. So, yeah, I get it. It's tough. Well, you got
Yeah.
something.
And Thomas, now, tell everybody as well too. This is not obviously your first. Sorry, probably a gunshot here in Houston. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorta.
Just joking. So tell us, this is not your first go around on a nonprofit board. You're currently, I know you're about to transition off one, but what were you doing before on nonprofit board?
Well, I'm currently on. I'm not off yet, but I'm on the Brazos Valley Symphony board.
Ooh.
And well, last year was the chair, and this year convinced them to let me give more of a sub fundraising chair. And then I'm assuming then I'm on the College Station ISD school board.
I did not know that.
How was that campaign?
Well, given that it was in the middle of a pandemic and it was a giant presidential election, it was quite interesting. I strongly recommend everybody do it once just to experience why. When people say we can't get good candidates, if you experience that, you'll know why we can't get good candidates. Because I had a momentary lapse in judgment going through the election. I mean, it was interesting. And the questions you get asked, you can prepare for what you would think would be mainstream normal questions, but you get asked some interesting questions that you would have never thought. I know I'm not going to share them.
Oh, come on.
maybe offline.
Yeah. After dark.
So you've got two things you're involved with the arts now. Is that something that's a passion of yours, just to support and be a part of in that way, if you're not on the stage, or how does that work into you?
Right. Well, I mean, the symphony was, twofold. I did in high school, did play trombone and baritone and tuba, because again, it was a 1A high school. So it was like 3 trombones and no tuba or baritone. So we would sacrifice me being trombone if we needed a tuba. But that didn't carry on after high school. So I enjoyed the symphony, especially when they do pops.
Mm-hmm.
No offense if the symphony's listening, but we have a very, in my opinion, split view. They want to do the traditional classics or pops, and pops are really what bring people out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I enjoy pops. I mean, I still enjoy it all. At work, when I want to focus, I listen to classical focus music. But when I go to see a performance, I want it to be pops.
Oh, I hear
and
you
so
with
what
the
attracts
work
me about
too.
the theater. And then my mother in Alabama, in Montgomery, Alabama, a big developer, it's called the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. And so they have 2 nice theaters, and they bring in New York people, and they do productions. So we would go there at least twice a year to see performances. So I've always enjoyed the arts. You can enjoy it and not do it.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Then but why am I serving is really also because Mike harassed me, but there was a need, and I felt like I could, after talking with Susan and Mike, I did my due diligence. I felt that I could fill that need and provide a different perspective, because I'm not a performer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in the theater. I can have a different perspective than you 3.
Agree 100%. Having that diversity in that way is extremely important. I think when we're so close to it, we look through it through a different lens or through a different filter, and your filters and lenses are different. And having you, and it's just real exciting. And I hope it's a trend that we can start by bringing in folks that aren't so close to help us maintain the path that we need to be on. And get those different perspectives. So again, we're going to just tell you 50,000 times how much we appreciate you being a part of TTC.
Yeah, you probably get him on stage
out of the fire there.
What's that?
Yeah,
you
you
probably
kind
get
of
him on stage. Oh, I'm sorry,
out of
buddy.
the fire there a little bit.
Pulled us out of the fire?
Yeah, we were in alerts.
Yeah.
Needed some financial help when Karen left. So
Karen.
Susan left.
Susan.
So.
Well, and
is that Susan's still here? And are you trying to make a Freudian slip about Susan?
No, I just
because you saw Karen last night.
I did see Karen last night, so yeah, maybe I've just got Karen on the brain. And my mom just texted me, and her name's Karen, so
Surrounded by Karens.
Surrounded by Karens.
Now I met with Susan. What is that? Tuesday. Tuesday we went to the bank to try to sign over some accounts, but because Dana has to be there at the same time, we all have to.
What?
Yeah, because somebody wants you on the accounts, so we've got to get you, me, and Susan and several others together and sign.
I mean, can't if you just don't go up there and sign on my own. I have to be with y'all.
Apparently.
Who wants to be VP of Fund Development?
Well, I mean, if you don't want to be on the account, then you don't have to sign.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna happen. I'll get, Dobby is she'll make sure I do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm glad she's not here tonight though, because we can just do without her.
And folks, right there, that was a plug to tell you that TTC is super kosher, and we need underwriters and we need your money.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have put it that way, Mike. I don't know that you're gonna get. No, amazing. So, in your symphony stuff, what is it that you said you like pops? Is there like a piece that when it comes on, you're like, hey, everybody, shut up, and let's listen to this this piece? Is there like a favorite that you have?
Shut up. I don't know about that. Well, I mean, this year, I don't know about the favorite. I'll go two directions with that. Number one is this year the symphony's doing for pops. They're doing Queen.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're doing Queen and they're doing ABBA.
Ooh.
So yeah, exactly. So that's exciting. And I won't tell you. And this year the symphony has three choices. You can buy the full season with both classical and pops. You could buy just classical. You can just buy pops.
Yeah, we're structuring our ticket stuff right now and trying to figure out how the best way is to approach that. So that's good to hear. That's how they're doing it. That'll help us.
Yeah.
Help us kind of feel out what we need to do.
So my favorite is just something different. Dear May of 2020, we were supposed to have Star Wars.
Oh man!
But COVID killed that because we don't have to, but we use Rudder Theater and Auditorium. And so even I don't even know if we could have had it because the symphony board age is slightly older than the TTC board, if you get my drift. So, no offense, Mary. So, but I also like the difference. John Bonsack, I don't know if you guys know him, John Bonsack. He's the one that convinced me to join the symphony, and I like harpsichord every now and then because it's just this weird instrument that nobody plays, and I don't want to hear it all day long. One's enough. I'm just going to say that one's enough. But he greatly despises harpsichord, so every now and then I'm always trying to get another harpsichord in just to bug him.
Heck yeah!
And because he was the treasurer of the symphony, he had to deal with insuring the thing, and insuring harpsichords is quite expensive. even worse is insuring a clavicle.
Oh wow! I got to see. If you're familiar,
Google it, Mike. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? I got to see Anna Kiko Myers in concert. She has a Stradivarius and plays it like just it fills the hall. We saw it at the Bass Concert Hall in Austin many years ago, 10 years plus ago, and what I determined in that, like watching that versus watching kind of the community stuff and whatnot, is like people like that you can get in are this kind of cut above everything. And I think when we have like guest directors come in, and this is not anything against Dobby, but having that difference, that shock of, oh my God, this is way different than anything I've heard from the Austin Symphony before, having just this one performer or this one vocalist for an operetta or what have you. And actually you were like working. Yeah, I listened to SiriusXM, Pops, and the Symphony Hall, and they do like this long play over the lunch hour. And sometimes I just like will wake up and be like, oh, I was listening to the long play. It's over. Because it's so calming, and with work and everything, you can just focus, and sometimes that focus turns into heavy eyes, I guess. But but yeah, no, it's fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and the difference, I was thinking also the difference between the two organizations is the symphony brings in professionals.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got people coming from Houston and Austin for the normal symphony, whereas the theater company is primarily local volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's quite a different feel of the two organizations just based off of that.
Sure.
I mean, they brought us in for Mamma Mia.
Oh God, this guy. Oh, Mike.
I don't know what that says about you, Mike.
Well,
I mean,
it doesn't make
you
me
were
feel any
You
better.
were very friendly.
So Thomas, tell us what you do in your with your spare time. What kind of stuff? What are your interests? What are you into?
What free time?
Yeah, well, that's true. You're on
Work,
three boards.
school board,
and you're on
symphony. I do chamber event, BC chamber events. No, but with free time, I enjoy cigars, bourbon, and rowing.
Is he a part of that group that was starting around the time that COVID happened? The cigars and bourbon group, whiskey.
I don't know. Is it the bourbon exchange?
Which actually technically started the whole thought process of Diva Dads.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was getting at.
Can we
Oh,
say that it was sort of helped us with the idea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
that Facebook
I'm
group. I remember you two saying, "Hey, there's this group. Let's do whatever." For some reason, I didn't make it, which I never make anything, and especially work day at the theater. So, but that's what got us together. Was that I wasn't able to go on Sunday evening or whatever it was, and I said, well, let's get together on Thursday, and that's what started this whole thing off, was that Facebook group. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, because we were doing Zoom Zoom happy cigar hours,
Yeah.
which got interesting.
Yeah, and every time that I went and hung out with those guys, it seems like talk would always find its way to stocks, and I'm totally lost. I have no idea what they were talking about, so I was just kind of nodding my head and drinking my bourbon and
It's probably
slowly
Mike's
getting
fault.
smashed and not having the slightest idea what was going on. So
Kind of like I do here every week.
Well, that was not my conversation. It was just nice to talk to people.
Yeah.
yeah, that was absolutely true. Somebody other than just the kids and the missus. So
Yeah. Although I noticed the pores were very heavy during COVID.
Yeah.
That's why I call it COVID 30. COVID
yeah.
30 pounds gained from COVID.
Yeah, I was calling it the COVID-19 15, but it was way more than 15. I've had to work very hard to get it all off in the last few months.
Mine's not off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, mine's not off either.
Well, Thomas, again, we're glad that you're a part of us. Feel free to hang out with us. We're gonna kind of just goof off and chat about stuff and keep you involved if you're on the show. If you got to run, that's fine too. But if you guys have anything else to ask specifically of Thomas? Wow, we're a lively bunch this evening.
Rodney's thinking about it.
Yeah.
I have stuff for After Dark, but
Wow.
After dark.
Wow.
We still have 30 minutes, man, before we get to After Dark. You better come up with some questions. And no, there is no outline, Mike.
I know. I wasn't looking. Thanks, Adrian.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
we're like
go
we're
ahead.
like a ship without a rudder whenever Adrian's not around. It's just we just kind of plod along.
I don't know about that. I think, we do have announcement that if you didn't get the stage notes, you wouldn't know that Wedding Singer auditions are in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 26th, I believe, is auditions for the Wedding Singer. So if you would like to audition for that, go to theatercompany.com, theaterrecompany.com, and sign up for an audition. They will be live, and they will be callbacks live as well on the 27th. So go there, sign up, and come see us at the theater and audition for the Wedding Singer.
The first live audition since coming back.
Yeah. Well, did they not do that for Willy Wonka?
Well, they did. They did virtual initial auditions, and then they did live callbacks. So, kind of a hybrid model.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Did you audition for that, Rodney?
No.
No. You're just building stuff.
Yes, I'm producing, and I am set designer, builder, whatever. So.
How tired are you?
Very. I've spent most of the day today there building the bed for the grandparents in Willy Wonka. You know, all the grandparents.
Always thought that was awkward. Yes, totally.
Sleep in the same bed. So I built the bed today. It was quite an undertaking, but it's kind of fun getting that stuff done. There's so many set pieces in this show. Like, usually you have just kind of the background, kind of the set that just kind of but there's so many things that happen in Willy Wonka, and they're not just props; they're like big set pieces. You know, like we've got the big piece of. Well, I spoiled it last week, right? The big train instead of the boat. So we've got a big train. It's huge.
I saw that in the lobby being worked on yesterday. Oof.
Yeah, did you see him welding?
Did you do that monkey weld? Is that
no. It's been a long time since I've welded. I wasn't any good whenever I welded as a kid, so
in shop class.
No, I had a job. I had a job at A&M, and I had to do some welding for it. It was a really cool job. I got to scuba dive like almost every day. It was at the offshore technology. No, it was the Offshore Technology Research Center. No, that was my first job. But anyway, they had this big wave pool, and they would test offshore rigs on it. And so I had to get certified to scuba dive, and I would go down. It's got a pit that goes like 50 feet deep, but the whole pool is 20 feet deep, and it's got like 50 independent wave boards, current generators, like really cool stuff so that they can test these models of oil rig platforms and other stuff. So I would have to go down there and, sit down at the bottom in my wetsuit, and like they would do a test, and then I'd turn something like 90 degrees, and they'd do another test, and I'd turn something. I'd come out all like shivering, but it was a really cool job.
That sounds fantastic.
It was awesome. There's some really cool stuff that goes on at that university around down the road. Kind of amazing.
Did you happen to go to A&M, Thomas, or are you a Crimson guy or a?
Oh no, that's dirty. That's like saying you're
War Eagle guy.
I'm a undergrad and masters from Auburn and a masters from A&M. So it's War Gig'em.
Yeah, I think I look at Auburn as the lesser of two evils, being from Texas, but
How's it evil? It's a good school.
Oh man,
it's a land grant.
Well, because I happen to have a boss that was, go War Eagle and all that crap in his office, and he was not pleasant. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. He soured
just
me.
Give me his name and we'll have his diploma revoked.
Oh, 100%. Not his
name. What do you do when Clemson plays A&M in football?
What's that?
What do you do when Clemson plays A&M in football?
Clemson? What?
Clemson?
Are you
You're
even listening to the show?
Mike.
I'm in Alabama or Auburn.
Well, just keep going through schools for
this.
They're
playing crap.
The flake.
Oh no.
Hey, at least I was in the right conference.
No, Clemson is not in the SEC.
Oh, so I have to
Comes in
tell a
his
story.
ACC.
I have to tell a story that brings up a funny story from this week. Josie's friend, well, Mandy's friend from college, Nanette, came into town this week because her daughter was going to soccer camp, and Josie was trying to sound like she knew what she was talking about with sports, and she hasn't done sports in a long time, but she played softball for a little while, and she said, "Yeah, I scored a goal." We were like, "You scored a goal in softball?" So she was like, "Yeah, isn't that what it's called?" No, it's a run in softball. And then she went into another story, and she was like, "It's over there by the tennis fields." It's like, girl, we're gonna have to go on a
Rodney,
like sports
I'm ve-
boot camp.
I'm very disappointed in you, Rodney.
Well, I blame the ever rising rates of cable, because I gave up cable about 8 years ago, and that put a big slowdown on the amount of sports that I personally watch. And so so my kids are not very they're not very hip with the sports vernacular.
It's called ESPN Plus.
Yeah,
You can get all the sports you want.
Yeah, I have it now, but honestly, I've almost just gotten out of the habit of watching sports, which sometimes it's sad. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I've got more time for other things. So, but I really miss baseball. Baseball is something that's hard to follow. I miss baseball. I miss, but I can catch college football. I'm usually pretty good streaming, but
I remember we were doing the gala with Mamma Mia rehearsal for that, and A&M was playing. Gosh, I don't remember who they were playing, but I was streaming it on my phone, and you and I were like watching because it was sitting up on the box office thing. We were watching. Oh, okay, yeah, we're supposed to do this dance thing. Okay. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's college football is kind of a way of life. I actually had to go hunt down a Dave Campbell's Texas football this week for my dad. My dad is in the hospital right now. Hopefully it's all good, but he's just having to get some stuff taken care of. But that's a hard thing to find these days. Is that Dave Campbell's Texas football? You have to really.
HEB, I think, usually carries them.
I went to Barnes and Noble, and I looked in the sports section, and there was like nothing. It was like Athlon, which I'm not disparaging what Athlon puts together, but
no, Dave Campbell's where it's at.
Dave Campbell's what we want to read in Texas.
Yep.
So luckily, I went by the checkout counter before I left, and I was able to procure me a couple of issues of the Dave Campbell Texas football. So.
Big football fan while you were at Auburn? Or how?
I was a fan, but I didn't attend. I worked about 30 hours a week.
Oof.
I took a full course load, so I didn't go to many games.
Man. I mean, these guys know. Like I'm like crazy super fan when it comes to A&M, and I've only set foot on the campus like 3 times in my life. Like I live here. Like. I just lived here, so it was like Mecca for me. Like I was like, oh my God, and then I've yet to go to a game since I've been here. I've been to one game in my entire life back in '95. It was homecoming. I got to see Dat Win like put a hurt on everybody, which God, that guy was just insane. 95, Dat Win, North Texas homecoming, and my wife got her undergrad from North Texas and just completed her master's this spring at North Texas. So I love telling that story just to rub it in that A&M smack. But when I married her, she was a huge UT fan, like owned all this burnt orange baby crap colored stuff. And I told her, this is not going to be the house that we watch that crap in. And she's a believer. She's jumped ship, and I'm very happy about that. But you can't compare. She'll throw up her little eagle or caw whatever for the North Texas thing all the time, and her car is decked out with North Texas stuff. So,
can you imagine the flack we're gonna get from Adrian talking about football and
Oh,
sports.
on the I know,
With
well,
Diva
but
Dads,
we're
yeah.
involving our guest. See, we're if she
Hey, don't use me to go off the rails.
Hey, if she was here, then she could ask different questions.
I'm nobody's patsy.
So,
It is amazing
Thomas-
what we're able to do in the theater world, and being able to do the show and being able to promote things, and having shows during the riots last year, and talking about really, really deep stuff and serious stuff, and stuff that's impactful to our theater community and people in our theater community. And yeah, again, I'm just really happy that you're a part of this with us now, Thomas.
Even if you don't know me.
Even if I don't
But
know
just
you,
wait. When you get to
will,
know me,
at some point.
when you get to know me a year from now, you're going to bring me on and be like, I can't wait until we get rid of you.
In a year, I'll be gone. So
What?
I know you shake your head, Rodney, but I'm gonna be one-term Tommy here. I can't. This is too much.
I know you work so hard. I don't know how you do it.
Because I only have like 800 hours of Rocket League played since COVID. Yeah, I might play a little Rocket League. Rocket League, man. It's still around. It's bigger
I
than
don't
ever.
even know what that is. What is
Oh.
Rocket League?
It's like 3-on-3 soccer, but you're in a car, and so you use your
so
car.
that's what you do instead of stuff you're supposed to do.
Pretty much.
Oh my
My
God.
kids play that.
Oh, it's
They do.
fantastic.
But then they moved on to, what is this? I don't even know what the new game is now that they're playing.
Don't say Roblox. Don't say Roblox.
No, it's not Roadblocks.
Okay, good.
It's something they shoot other people.
Fortnite.
No, it's not. No, they were in
Call
the
of
Fortnite
Duty
quite a
or
bit.
like Warzone.
It was like something war. I don't know. Modern Warfare. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one too.
I have not enjoyed and played a game since Mario 3.
Ooh, that was Super
like,
Nintendo.
You haven't. No, it was on the Nintendo. You haven't lived till you have to blow out that big cartridge and put it back in.
Thomas, you and I kind of remember that. They're more like Atari. A little bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I thought they were more like they just invented Monopoly. Oh.
So there's a show on I don't know, Netflix, Amazon Prime, I don't know. It's called Console Wars, and it talks about Nintendo and Sega and that battle where Sega was the first to topple Nintendo, take them out of number one, and then made some really bad decisions from Sega Japan, which destroyed Sega of Japan and Sega of America. And when I see that, all I was thinking is, man, I'm glad we got the right people in place on the board, or we just be destroying TTC, man. It was so crazy getting through COVID for everybody. And when you look at what, our business is putting on a show in a venue and having people come in, we're not the only ones. There's a lot of folks that were really impacted by that. So we are extremely blessed to be keeping on for now. So it's good. Which, circling back then, Mike, you want to talk about kind of some of the big stuff that we're planning for the fallish, winterish, what we're working on, trying to do some stuff maybe? But be careful.
Yeah. Just trying to tread lightly because I don't know what is officially out.
It's a trap.
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask about that because I know it all, but I don't know what can and can't be said. So
don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I
well,
don't trust you. You're that guy that we would tell a secret to in high school, and like 2 minutes later, someone's asking me to clarify something.
Yes.
Yes,
but
that's
the thing,
it.
but at least the thing with Mike is it's not vindictive. It's just like he can't help himself.
Oh
He
yeah,
just-
100%.
Yeah.
Will's, yeah, at least I'm so innocent, But I will say this:
I don't know about so innocent, but you are somewhat innocent.
Exactly. I'll take it. But one thing that is coming up fairly soon, and I need to check actually registration, is the 101 Dalmatians, the kids
Kids camp.
camp / show that they're going to have. yesterday we had 25 spots, and yesterday we were at 25. So I have not checked today, but there are only 5 spots left. This thing is going to be huge. Obviously, it's about the kids, and so I'm stoked about that.
And it's
Have
very
you enrolled
timely
yourself?
because the Cruella movie's out too right now.
Did you enroll yourself, Mike?
Did I,
Yeah, for kids camp. Yeah.
You probably could use the practice.
Okay.
Are any of you guys
Really?
going out for or gonna try to audition for what is it? Wedding singer?
I don't think there's roles for people of our vintage.
It's basically 40 and under, which I mean I probably cut it,
Oh my
you know,
god.
but
You're gonna cut your hair, you hippie. I can't. Oh my god.
2019 I was actually going, or 2019 I was going to try out for it, and I am actually still 50-50. The reason is I'm looking at the timing. If I were to have, be on part, the drive from Houston, and then of course the time commitment. So I was 100% in 2019. I'm kind of 50-50. I really like the show / movie. There's only like one song that's from the movie in the actual play version. But the movie is just amazing. I mean, I grew up on the movie, so that's kind of why I'm like, yay, but I don't know. It's timing. So
Okay, no, I'm going to fix your problem. Number 1, get an inflatable mattress and sleep in your office. And 2, shower at the gym.
Yeah.
Done.
There you go.
But I mean, Rodney and Dana both said, hey, anytime I want a bed, there's free whiskey available. So
That'll last like one night and they'll be done with
Yeah, I don't know about the free whiskey. I was kind of hoping you'd bring your own whiskey that you could leave at the house.
So we had a planning meeting last week, and I invited Mike over. I got him some little surf and turf, made him a steak and some shrimp. And
What the hell? I came over to your house. You gave me nothing.
you. Thanks for the invite,
You
Dana.
brought your own food.
Beer.
You walked in with a Whataburger bag. What was I supposed
You didn't
to
even
do?
offer me a beer. Nothing. Like,
I said, you know where the whiskey is. You go, yeah, I
No.
got my own. I'm going to go get some of your ice, though. And you walked out
That's
of the
fine.
room.
I know that's fine. I know I'm not bougie like Mike, so
He is pretty bougie.
Well, Mike ended, like, I'll be nice and cut the meat off the bone. Mike just flat out was just ripping off that ribeye bone, just killing it, man. Just tore it up. And I was like, man, he's like, well, yeah, it's steak. It's good. I haven't eaten steak in a few days, so yeah, I was preparing for this. That's a serious dude in his steak if he has to prepare for his eating of steak.
I haven't had steak.
it's partly because
I haven't had steak in a few days. I can't remember the last time I had a legitimate steak. Like I had a chicken.
I had one last week with Mike.
You know?
part of this. I
Hey,
will say
Rodney,
part
at
of-
least you were invited. I didn't even get an invite. So,
No, I didn't get invited neither.
I think I'm hearing.
a hard time.
I think I'm hearing invite, pool goes in, Dana's house, cook steaks, 4 guys, whiskey, and a cigar.
Amen.
That's what I'm hearing.
Amen. We will do that. And they started coping and tiling today. And it was supposed to be next
Could we
week.
do Diva Dads from there?
Oh, 100%.
There you go.
100%.
From the hot tub too.
From the
No, I draw the
Yes.
line there.
Oh my
Nope.
gosh. I got
Nobody
that
needs to
range
see that.
extender so that the pool's totally covered with Wi-Fi. It's going to be fantastic.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could go
Oh,
wrong?
yeah. What could go wrong? Oh, yeah. We know plenty of that could go wrong at a pool party involving theater people. Moving along. I wanted to ask you, Rodney, is this your first set design opportunity?
No,
What was your first set design opportunity?
Little Shop.
Why didn't I know that? I was at those work days, but why didn't I know that?
You don't pay attention to who the crew are in any of the shows.
I'm supposed to. Oh, wait, that's Mike's line. I'm sorry. Well, that set was fantastic, brother. I loved it. Even if the revolve was moving and I had to step on it and try not to die while it was moving. But it was great, man.
I also got set design for James and the Giant Peach, and It Should Have Been You.
What?
Yeah.
So, I'm
kind of the go-to right now because it's hard to get some of our regular set designers. A lot of our regular set designers have moved.
Not true. True.
So, Cody Arn came to Workday the other day. He's not even part of,
Hold on.
he doesn't even live in town anymore.
What day was this?
It was Saturday. He was there on Saturday.
This past Saturday?
Yeah. Working on this huge set. You could be there. But
I should have totally shown up just out of the blue. I had that stupid little dog.
You didn't have nothing.
Oh, yeah. That dog is nothing.
Saturday.
I hate that dog.
It was hilarious because he asked me, he's like, so what's the budget on this set? And I was like, this is one of those kind of shows that wasn't really on the docket, and so there's not really a quote unquote budget because it wasn't on the line of shows.
Yeah, this is on that second piece of the season that we pulled out. Yeah.
And so I said, Dobson, put in $1,000 for me, but I hate spending money on sets, and so I've spent like $300 so far, and I don't really anticipate spending a whole lot more. So he was like, yeah. He's like, that's not really my thing. I was like, yeah, I know. I know. I've seen the lumber deliveries whenever you say something.
Cody, he's fantastic. Love that guy.
Yep. He does design great sets, but they are a little expensive.
Who did the Mamma Mia set?
That was Jacob.
I loved the angle painting, like that made it look, three-dimensional. That was it. That was incredible.
Yeah,
I love that set.
Pretty sure Jacob got the credit for Mamma Mia, but it might have been Chaz.
I think it was.
I'll have to look that up. It's been.
And did he also do George too?
Yeah, he did George. I know Jacob did George. George was pretty. It was simple. I didn't know what I didn't know what a rake was, and that's what we used in George was a rake. So just the angled, the stage that's on an angle.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty simple, but then Mamma Mia was a lot more complex. But
I got to tell you, there's nothing more incredible than having something break during a show and then having like 8 people just rush over when the curtains close at intermission trying to fix it. And in Mamma Mia specifically, I'm talking about that big, huge stairwell thing that we had to move back and forth. That thing broke, I think, twice during shows. Yeah. And you can't push it because it's so heavy and so big. The casters fell off. It was a nightmare. But it was awesome because we're community theater. Everyone just jumps in, except for us 3. We were like, "Hey, you guys do this. I can't get sweaty. I'm in the next scene."
Whatever. There's a picture of me with my legs hanging out.
There is, and on the backside you don't see is me holding up, and what was Noodle was there, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Like we're all just holding up. Rodney's underneath, and I'm like, golly, I don't want this to end up like the Wicked Witch of the West or East or whatever.
That's what I felt like whenever I was under there. I was like, yeah, this is my Wicked Witch of the West moment. So
Catherine was directing everyone. Go there, do this. Love it.
But that taught me a valuable lesson because today I was putting casters on stuff. I put them on with bolts. Like, I don't put casters on with screws. No, I put them on with bolts.
Yep. Yeah, I think David Manuel, like all of us, like like everybody was there trying to push that thing up so that people could get underneath and fix it.
Yeah,
man. When was your first, or what was your foray into Bryan College Station, Thomas? Like, what brought you here?
Work. I moved here to take over as Assistant Director for International Agricultural Training Programs at Texas A&M AgriLife Research. If that's not a mouthful for you.
That is a mouthful. I'm glad that we're recording this, that I can play that back. That is.
And while you were in that position, you were also an international man of mystery. Can you talk about your travels?
Well, I mean, I traveled a little. Most of what I did. So what that office does, international training and ag, is you write grants, lots of grants to mostly USDA, Foreign Ag Services, some Department of State, some profit foundations, and you bring groups over to train either for 2 weeks to 3 months. So a lot of the training is to learn about how we, the United States, do things. So if it's food safety, you would start off in DC with USDA, FSIS, and APHIS, Food Safety Inspection Services, and Animal Health Inspection Services, I think. APHIS, yeah. Anyway, so you start in DC and they meet with people, and then you bring them to College Station, and then they meet with professors, and do training. So it's a lot of travel around. And if it's seafood, then we might go to Seattle so they can see seafood. But I did, my international was mostly Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Morocco, Tanzania, Bulgaria. So not too crazy.
That's on different continents. Like, I don't think I've been off the continent before.
You haven't been off the continent? Well, we need to change that.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean,
I've been to other places. What got me interested in is I went to Haiti twice to work at an orphanage.
Oh, fantastic!
And so I have a background in agriculture. And when we were there with the orphans, there's this thought process of when we, the United States government, do aid, we are just throwing money away. And so when I'm there in Haiti, the farmers are like, I don't want your money. I just want to know how to grow crops. That was it. So it was literally teach a man to fish and he'll feed himself. So I think we do waste money, but I believe in training programs and educational programs. Teaching people how to do something is valuable versus just giving them, when we send over rice, that just feeds them for that time if they can get it. Mm-hmm. But if we can teach them to produce their own food safely, we reduce conflicts.
Sure.
A lot of the conflicts we see around the world is over food. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in a Celtic band for a while, and we, for a couple years, did fundraising events for Water for Life, where they're teaching people how to go out and or dig water wells, so they don't have to walk. Because if you don't have water and you're a kid in these areas, then you're spending your day literally walking with buckets, getting water and bringing it back. You're not getting educated. You're not learning how to take care of yourself. You're not nothing. So, but if you can teach them how to dig wells and make water for themselves there, instead of having to walk 3-4 miles a day both ways, then the kids get to start learning and getting educated, and then you can start chipping away at those things that, poverty and things like that. But it all starts with, the basics, food. I can give you food, but if I can teach you, that's way better, because you can then do it for yourself. Same for the water. So yeah, it's awesome.
And hopefully the well water is less contaminated, because in Haiti, the quote unquote hotel we were staying in, it was really just rooms. When we flushed the toilet, I could tell it wasn't going into a septic tank, and I followed it out and it went into the river. And then downstream from the river, that's where everybody was washing their clothes and bathing. So that's why we don't know. Haiti's only a 3-hour flight from here. Go to Houston, fly straight into Haiti. Well, I wouldn't do it now, given they assassinated the president. There's some turmoil going on. But prior to, you want to experience true poverty, you go to Haiti. And you'll see how blessed we are.
100%. We need to liven it up. That was that was a direction.
So that's how I got here. Gonna go a little lighter.
Yeah, yeah, we need to lighten that up. How's
Mike's
the high
fine.
life doing you there, Rod?
I'm living the high life.
He's rehydrating.
Oh my gosh.
So Thomas, you
What's
still
your
work
drinking?
for AgriLife?
What's that?
Do you still work for AgriLife?
I do not.
Where do you work now?
Oldham Goodwin.
What kind of place is that? I'm
It
unfamiliar.
is
Real estate?
commercial real estate. Commercial real
Okay.
estate.
Okay.
And is that how you know Mike?
No, I know Mike from insurance.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Oh,
Yeah, Thomas.
You
had
need to
an insurance
resume?
and he
yeah. I
sold it.
need to refresh. Hold on. Let me back this recording up a bit.
Well, we're not going in chronological. You didn't ask for that.
No, yeah, no, we haven't. No, that's awesome. Cool, Mike.
Yeah, I can say that's crazy.
Are you wearing shorts?
Yeah, of course.
No, he's wearing underwear. What is that?
Swim
Swim
trunks?
trunks?
No, they're doctor shorts. Actually, they were my Mamma Mia shorts when I was Harry Bright outside of the beach.
Did you purchase those, or did Shannon purchase those? Or was it Shannon? It wasn't Shannon. Who was the costume?
No,
it was
I
Shannon.
purchased them.
Here we go again.
I know.
Did I just get unconnected?
Mike, we can't hear you.
You're
Oh,
frozen.
no.
You're not moving.
Mike.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're just not saying anything.
I can't help it. I can't help myself. Oh, you don't have to go away, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
Is that dirty underwear in the background?
I
Oh, it's the
think
keyboard.
so. What is he doing?
No, I'm back.
Got to go pout a little bit.
Sorry. Danielle just got home and she's talking to Max, our pup. And so
Yeah, I was about to ask how Max was doing.
it's just his monthly bill. We put him on a bill. He's a bill. This time it was severely dehydrated because of his autoimmune disease. And so, yeah, a couple $100 more down the drain. So, yeah.
It's an
Do you have
investment.
a figure in your head where you're like, we're not doing this anymore? Do you have that number? I
Right
got that
now.
number.
Let's
My
be
dogs are
honest.
terrible.
Mike will go bankrupt.
Yeah.
There is no number in his head.
There's no number. I would go bankrupt. So Danielle and I, we've been married 20 years. We don't have kids. We don't have the blessing right now of having kids. And so our fur babies have just been our kids. They sleep in our bed. They sit on our couches, and there's fur everywhere, and we clean weekly.
Daniela cleans.
When we're like 60, we're gonna sell the townhome. We're gonna buy a big old country house, and we're just gonna have puppies out there all day long.
Well, you could have done that instead of moving to Houston.
Yep.
Yeah. Why
Yep.
didn't you do that? Why did you move to Houston? You should have just done that. You could have.
You could have gone to Iola or
Yeah.
Franklin, Somerville.
Hey,
Still
be
I'm
alive.
still,
local.
I'm still hip in Metro for at least another 10 years. I had to move for a bit,
I know we joke about your bouginess, but man, it is no joke, man. You gotta go to the Met, the Houston Metropolitan, or whatever. What is it that you go to there? There's like a theater or something. No, maybe I'm making that up in my head.
You're making up.
Sure, there's something bougie there.
Well, of course, because Mike's there. He has to. he's like
He's a
a
magnet.
bougie magnet.
Where we live, you guys got to come visit. But where we live, other than the cold, it would be very similar to being like in Manhattan. Like I literally can walk right. Like tonight, to get an example, 8:00 right before Diva Dads, right across the street, there's a thing called not Kinky Boots. That's the musical. Something Boots. And I got to hear there was a 90s rock cover band there, and I'm literally have my garage opening and I can hear it full blast. Across the street, I can walk and get a beer at the end of the day, donuts. I mean, it's basically the experience of living in New York without New York. That's why we did it.
So it's like Manhattan, you say? So you're saying
Well-
people are pretentious and uppity?
No, not at all. No,
Our
I
New
really-
York fans that watch the show, we're not speaking of you. You came from here and transplanted there. So we love y'all.
I can't move that far away.
Here's a test. Do you know multiple neighbors?
No.
Exactly. It is Manhattan. Okay.
Hey, so we know our neighbor, like actually.
That's
our
why I
neighbor-
said plural, neighbors.
Oh. We were forced to know our neighbors because she's actually our veterinarian and she lives next door to us.
Oh, it's a requirement.
You're paying for her mortgage.
Yes. Yes, I'm basically.
They saw you move in with those two dogs and thought, okay, sucker's born every minute.
Uh-huh. Nope.
Awesome.
But
Well, we've been chatting here for well over an hour. We're gonna shut it down unless anyone has anything else to talk about. Probably not. Be moving on to After Dark if you'd like. Watch the if you're a fan, follow us on Facebook. You'll see the link and you can join us on the Zoom. And Thomas, thank you for being a part of our show. And yes, you can stay if you would like and move into the more PG-13-ish part of the evening. And yeah, anything else, guys? Keep your eye out for theatercompany.com. Again, auditions the 26th of July for Wedding Singer. Willy Wonka goes on next Friday night, is opening night. And yeah, we'll see you at Dads After Dark. Thank you guys for joining. Bye.
Bye, guys.
bye, guys.